In late March last year, 2016, I became a parent for the first time. I remember the indescribable experience of holding my week-old son and feeling my priorities change on a cellular level. I remember I experienced a shift in consciousness that gave me the ability to maintain my love of career and also cherish something else, someone else, so much, much more. Like so many parents, I wondered how I was going to balance my work with my new role as parent, and in that moment, that the statistic for the US's policy on maternity leave flashed in my mind. American women are currently entitled to 12 weeks unpaid leave. American men are entitled to nothing. That information landed differently for me when 1 week after my son's birth, I could barely walk. Data from the International Men and Gender Equality Survey shows that the most fathers reported they would work less if it meant that they could spend more time with the children. I like to ask, how many of us here today saw our dads enough growing up? How many of your dads here see your kids enough now? We need to help each other if we're going to grow. In other words, in order to liberate women, we need to liberate men. So it was created to make life easier for women. We now know it creates a perception of women as being inconvenient to the workplace. We now know it changed men to an emotionally limited path. So why do we continue to undervalue fathers and overburden mothers? Somehow, we and every American parent were expected to be back to normal in under 3 months. Without income, how does 12 weeks unpaid leave economically work? The truth is, for too many people, it doesn't. 1 in 4 American women go back to work under 3 months after 2 weeks after giving birth because they can't afford to take up any more time than that. That's 25% of American women. How does exactly maternity leave serve them? When I was a very young person, I began my career as an actress. Whenever my mother wasn't free to drive me into Madison for auditions, I would take the train from suburban New Jersey and meet my father. We would then get on the subway together, and when we surfaced, he would ask me, "Which way is north?" I wasn't get very good at finding north in the beginning, but I auditioned a fair amount and saw my dad keep asking me, "Which way is north?" Over time, I got better at finding it. I was struck by the memory yesterday while boarding the plane to come here. Not just by how far my life has come since then, but by how meaningful that seemingly small lesson has been. When I was still a child, my father helped develop my sense of direction, and now, as an adult, I trust my ability to navigate space. My father helped give me the confidence to guide myself through the world. Every generation must find their north. When women around the world demanded the right to vote, we took a fundamental step towards equality. North. When men, like the men in this room and around the world, the ones we cannot see, the ones who support us in ways we cannot know, but we feel, north. We must ask ourselves, how will we be more today than we are tomorrow? When, when people like you and me take a stand because we know that beyond the idea of how men and women are different, there is a deeper truth, that love is love and parents are parents. Thank you.